outswingers, so that's why.
What a last hands with given by Shiraz. And he marks his presence here at the Rangiri Dambuli.
And then whacks it. Lovely.
Last hands with given by Shiraz. He decides to go up and over. Keep going one after the other. If you throw it outside the horse.
Anything on his zones, he's going to go after it. Side in the ring, he's seaming in. And I don't think. And a very, very fine shot third.
Beautiful shot, and that's patience. They're overjoyed. They get the big fish, but pays the price. But it was a fabulous catch at the.
Clearly a legal delivery. What a beautiful catch from the skipper, Sanarachi. Yeah, that's the first wicket. The breakthrough. Mohammad Shiraz, 16 for 1.
Interestingly,
Narachige, it's a foolish delivery. Back turning. The wrist turning downtown, but didn't get that elevation, and a brilliant start that Sri Lanka wanted. And to get
oh, that's a chance. Action of Charmika Karunaratne. He really dug it into the surface. Didn't look comfortable against that delivery. And
Charmika Karunaratne getting his first wicket shot and then really hurried him. And a brilliant as well. This is very good fielding, very good catching by the Sri. Singh departs for 2. India A, 16 for 2.
There's a bigger responsibility here. Too quick. Oh, well.
The wind helping the seamers a bit run on this brilliant delivery. It really hurried, and a good catch once again from Sadira Samaravikrama. Beautiful team. Bowling round the wicket helps it nicely inside out. And a deep square like you can't bowl, afford to bowl.
They love when the ball is in their hitting arc, especially if I'm not sure what made him to count length. Charmika Karunaratne goes full.
For Priyansh Arya. Lovely. A lovely shot out. Very Fuller. Lovely bit of the bat of Priyansh Arya. Lovely. And I coordination top hand coming into play.
Beautifully placed. Boundary. 4 more runs.
And short and wide. There's no chance for him in this outfield, especially. The field once again. Deep.
That shot punched. Valiant effort goes in vain. And
I can't understand why Sri Lanka bowling on that line and length. Look at that, it's just short and on the surf. A lot of timing coming in. Go to the Sanket. And also new conditions. Driven nicely along the ground.
Especially at Dambulla, you could definitely guarantee.
Rutraj Gaikwad's first boundary.
Time you give yourself out there, especially at Dambulla, you could definitely guarantee. So Rutraj Gaikwad, look at that.
Again, short. And that. Not what the batter wanted, but nevertheless, a little bit on the occasion. This time, he comes down the track. And
I'll tell you what, that's a great response. That's really the response. Down the wicket, gets to the pin.
Better, that's better. Error there. Both batsmen ended up on the same.
Crazy. I just don't believe.
Can I have?
He's been given out, run out.
A lot will depend on him because India is 69 for 3, Roshan. And he's been wonderful. He's a member of the... and that's been Ravindra Fernando. Gaikwad quickly onto that one. Poor from Fernando quickly. Pounces.
That's a full toss. Rutraj would be definitely disappointed, isn't it, South Africa? He should have definitely. So as a cricketer, as a batter, the international does expect from you.
It'll be about adaptability. The next one's clear. What a brilliant stroke there.
That was nicely done. He moves up to 46. 20 wrote was done.
For Tilak Varma is
Once again shot. Once again by Tilak Varma. Now this is what I was talking about.
the ball this over went in a very similar manner, but he followed it up with the same pads of Tilak Varma.
Gets a juicy full toss. And shot from Rutraj Gaikwad to get to a very well-deserved captain. Coming out at a very crucial time. Shot. But now the Sri Lankans, their run rate, it's quietly going up. It has come up to 4.
Over 40 plus. Oh, lovely sweep shot. Place it with Vyas Khan straying down the leg side. And oh, lovely shot. So that's 150 on board. Good Rutraj Gaikwad and Tilak Varma. That really.
See, nicely punched.
But it was timed well.
But take nothing away from the on drive.
On the rise, driving it, but it was timed well. Trolling the game in his 100th listing. The two seamers with the new ball. Charmika correctly and adapting. Oh, poor delivery. Rutraj Gaikwad gets a juicy full toss and plays it
Different and completely lost it. And it's gone the distance. So, and the other thing.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a biggie. And that's another half a dozen to the Indian captain.
There we go, 50, but especially in the longer format. And there we go. We all knew up the tempo, and that's
2 boundaries. Strike rates just under 60. Good comeback from to not being bothered by the Sri Lankan bowlers.
him.
Yeah, quite right. Attempts a Yorker, but Tilak Varma really getting onto a fantastic partnership. Bowling into
The batters to follow, Ayush Badoni, who had a very exceptional.
Yeah, that'll go down into the pitch, but Rutraj, the intent was good from Siraj to bowl it into the surface, but I thought
Plenty of space to open up his arms for Rutraj Gaikwad, Maharashtra. We've spoken a lot about him heading into his straight.
to be just pulled in by the fielder coming around from. That's good. Oh, around, but the more important factor is Rutraj Gaikwad.
You talk about getting hundreds for fun, and there we go once again. Bit of a message out there to some of the Indians who.
There you go. Gaikwad.
I mean, he's got nothing to lose now. Might as well go for it.
Because we all know how dangerous. This time he goes big. That's Fernando, I suppose. Avish Kohli. The Centurions.
Yes, there we go. Hoik towards deep mid-wicket, not really middling it in the line, but nevertheless, you cannot take anything away from Raj Gaikwad. Yet not. Feel as we look at the wicket, Hoik towards that deep mid-wicket region. That's easily helped towards the final leg region by. Really good support.
He's cleaned him up. And he's picked up.
Once again, going for that ambitious stroke, targeting that gap, and sees the back of the Indian skipper. Varma going for 60. 2 quick wickets for Sri Lanka.
But to good effect.
What do you call the key, I would say? Finding a gap that no better.
This time, he gets good contact.
Looking frustrated there.
There is protection.
Instincts, trusting his timing, and just placing it. There we go, much better from Bardoni, going with the flow.
And this time, Sheje goes downtown.
This is what we've been expecting from Sheje.
Full, and this one, he's got
For Sheje.
showing his presence here in Dabula. Oh, now across the line. You couldn't blame the batter. He was looking for a
Around with the slow ball, the one that dips, kept it straight, and 24 of 18.
Pose a slower one. They'll run for all.
Can you freeze the bails when it's separated from the sum?
So not out is, and they will be quite happy with that. 276 for 6. Singh and
Tongue towards the latter part of the inning. Spinners overall.
Yes, it is a very good score by India, and I thought the Wades was excellent. So it just showed us how good this Indian brows raced with Niroshan Dikwala being that he requires. Gets off the senior level or the national level, but I believe that Niroshan Dikwala is really unfulfilled. Plenty of farming happens in short and wide, and that's 4.
he loves playing square of the wicket. He's
Don't give width. What's the width? And
you just can't afford to be on that line all length.
so it's a case of both players wanting to stay. Oh, that's lucky. That close, but it could have. It just deflects it wide enough. Dikwala thinks. No, actually,
And this time, with width, he will put you away.
on the feet, no movement. See, this is why I say that is unorthodox. He plays the lap, he plays those little flicks, and he's facing a ball. I think it's an event. Even
Right, that Sri Lanka is looking. I don't think they'll be much worried about that. They'll want to.
but that time lucky, because it split the gap perfectly between the.
Runs for Sri Lanka on the on. There you go. That's what Roshan was talking about. And this is called.
It's quite massive, isn't it? I mean, have you been there? I've seen. Oh, nicely played. Back foot, that's a teaser. It will eventually beat the fielder.
Very well done. There you go. And finding the gap.
Back foot, that's a teaser. It will eventually beat the fielder. As a fielder, you'll hate that type of shot. Little bit too straight from Arshad. It will be another boundary. Another. They just keep chasing it. And
Rolling his wrist again. And
little bit too straight from Arshad. It will be another boundary. Another.
three. Avishkar's made 21 of 25. Yeah. Pima, it's been just pulled in.
Aggressive running, I thought, by the Sri Lankan openers. They're looking soft.
There again. And there you go. That's Dikwala for you. Flicks you away, and it's a boundary.
Well, it's good. He gets across from well outside the off stump. Him to try and go through the offside. And this is what I'm in. Backwards square goes out to the boundary. So, oh gosh, where has that gone? Over. A boundary with it, Sri Lanka.
258 deliveries. But what an interesting shot for you. He will really surprise.
Who cares? He's got a boundary.
And this time, Fernando keep finding the runs in the power play.
I mean, it's a diversion. It's not the full lake.
Oh, that's been beautifully done.
Mr. Fernando just brings back those memories. Just pick.
He really loves it in that area. He's very good square.
Well, he was in a class. Mr. Fernando just brings back those memories. Just pick.
First, they made 277 for 6 in their 50 overs. Nicely done from Avishka Fernando. Sri Lanka are
Iran?
Yeah, shot. And he got. Now, Dikwella, he really can't.
Is Dikwella. Use the pace right over the keeper's head. No.
Look at the bowling card as well.
Anshul Kamboj.
It's been pulled the very first delivery, but good bit of work at deep. And the vice captain of the Indian team. The way.
The moment we mentioned that he's a part-time bowler, look what
Hands of the short square leg fielder. You couldn't have. There you go. That's Fernando. He departs after a very well played knock. 45 as well. A right hand batter. A very look at that wicket right to that. The fielder was just waiting for. Goes for the sweep. And straight in. Interesting to see how Niroshan Dikwella would handle this.
Well, once again, very smartly operated there by going for his evergreen sweep. Ever depend fine leg.
It would be really this good start. 47 and 45 deliveries. Sri Lanka 99 for. Previous over as well. Sadhira Samara Vikrama. Well, another. Now this will be the time for Sri Lanka after 18.3 overs. Sadhira will
Be very important for the Sri Lankan team. Crosses through for another single.
Yeah, during that 10 to 20th over, Sri Lanka losing 2 wickets. That was this for all the spectators to come here. And oh, there you go. Again in his second over. And completely bamboozled.
Way down the pitch. Well, he doesn't even have time to get back. That confirmation. So Sri Lanka have lost 3 wickets now. 109 for 3.
Crease Sana Rachige. Lot of heavy shoulders, lot of rest.
Sri Lanka playing this game. Singles, few dots. Amika Karunaratne, Ravindu Fernando can bat. Vanuja Saha, not really see him score big runs. This is scoop. Down to fine leg for a couple of runs. And those wickets absolutely impactful. And what about this? Swung away on the leg side. And Sahanarachi.
I think only poor delivery that he has bowled so far can pull it towards the wake and mid-wicket region. Shorter. Enough time for the batter. And oh, another short delivery. Yeah, couple of runs. And make sure that you take that responsibility on you.
At the end of the day, oh, lovely. Lovely.
Lovely bit of timing. Got right on top of it.
Face. You allow batters to settle in.
A foolish delivery driven nicely along the ground.
Driven. See, that's the danger that India is going to be, especially with this leg spinner. I'll go for wickets. That's
Pulls it nicely in, with his back knee bent down. Very good batting from Sahanarachige.
yeah, absolutely. Length slightly short. Then he picks the gap on the leg side. So he's going to go wider, slower. What is he going to do? Is he going to bowl a wrong?
Was for Sri Lanka A. Ru is alongside Sadiro, outside edge.
It wouldn't have made a big difference. But I still like to stay there. But where is the slip? We've spoken. Well, it went wide. So
That will run away to the boundary. Oh, lovely delicate. For the third. Go upstairs for it.
Rolling, keep rolling. Keep rolling.
A single to end the 29th over 5 runs with 126 balls remaining. It's almost a runnable.
the point you make about the importance of one of these over the line if Sri Lanka is to win.
From the combox end. Bowled nicely in the boundary line areas, the field set up.
Tilak Varma starts his off by the Sri Lankan skipper. Experience and recognized pair that in terms of batters who are playing in the side.
Quite. You saw the partnership. Now the Sri Lankan duo of Sadir Samaravikrama and Sahanarach.
And this time, Sahan. I beg your pardon.
Very ordinary there. Well placed. No. He moves on swiftly.
Over. So this is what they should be doing.
There we go. Once again, clear indication that there's not a lot of pace on offer. Asking to be hit. Short. See the replay. Pouncing on. Pounced on it was Sahan Arachi. Easy pickings for him.
That's a surprise for Sahanarach gave from good partnership. That run rate is 5.4. What's and very innovative on that. What do you reckon, Pussy? Gets down on the knees and plays it in front rather than with.
That's well clipped. Superbly.
And kept his eyes on the ball, and then execution was perfect for a boundary.
Used his feet brilliantly well. Got to the pitch of the ball. Clipped it. Was
Down.
a time there by Sadir Samaravikrama. Covered the line of the ball. Once again. Wrist there to get the ball to the vacant.
Once again comes down the track.
He was dominating proceedings right throughout the over. He looked
Already got 2 boundaries in this over. Long on boundary. But as a result, he's only.
talk about it, Kosala.
And that was totally uncalled for.
That's that for him. A well played 46 of 51.
Oh, that's a loose one. It will not run away. That's bonuses for. Oh, Ravinder Fernando has to make a walk back to the pavilion. Let's take a look at that again. What was he thinking? Ravinder Fernando departs for 1. And the total.
Trying to play against the spin. Losing control. Being edge straight back to the bowler.
And run a ball, so they don't need to really start looking for those. And this time the captain decides to go big. He decides that he needs a big over here. Sri Lanka will go to 208.
Overs. Things not really working out too well for his team.
It looked like not even reaching the batter. It is so slow. And again, The sweep comes. Umpire knock from the skipper. Leading from the front. So Uncle Roy will also finish. But instead decides to go with the reverse sweep. Beats the duck.
And got that ever so important boundary for.
Has decided that he needs to make a move on. And he doesn't.
And as we see in the replay, he went the other way. The river.
Having third man fielder, that will find the boundary. Sahan Arachige.
For his 57 runs now. A lovely shot into the gap.
In the story throughout the day, the more time you spend out there in the middle,
Sahanarachi is playing a very, very matured role.
that's a fabulous shot.
Into the gap. Gets another boundary.
One runs. Pays off, but there is protection is evenly posed. I believe, yes, Sri Lanka might have a little
Pressure. These two batters are playing for the same club, NCC. So fans coming in.
especially if you recall the innings, loud appeal. Like Varma, he started really slow. We did mention about this previously.
Greenery. A lovely bit of sides from Dhoni. He's done for the day. 10 overs, 46 for 2. They've been very disciplined, India, in their bowling lineup as well. So 56.
The field at back foot of point had to target.
Yeah, Sri Lanka had that was the downfall. As the skipper with his heavy shoulders coming in.
So Shamika Karunaratne, I believe at this stage, he needs to rotate this. There you go. They have crossed.
Show me the best side on angle for run out, please. Yeah. One time, just freeze the bails when it's separated from the stump.
Well, the Indians
Of it from the straight on. But the has fallen in the innings. So Sahanarachige is
once again a beautiful delivery. Up a little bit late. Would be interesting to see that.
increase the required run rate. Well, India would love to see a wicket falling off.
Shamika Karunaratne. It is the batters, they love to bring out the broom, try and sweep the spinners, but it has
The target, Shamika Karunaratne goes big.
bag it. Ran across.
And long on, fine. They were after at.
Well, I was telling you about this. Brilliantly done. It was thrown outside the off stump. He had to drag.
There's a fielder under it. Brilliant catch from Ayush Badoni.
Very hard stay. 9 of 21 deliveries. But it's a different condition, different situation. It'll be very important until the very last over if Sri Lanka are looking to win this game.
Yeah, definitely. Just 2 singles in this over. Now, because he can be very, very good. And
Flicked off his wrist.
it was Upish running in. Anukul Roy.
Well, you have milliseconds to decide whether you're... I think that was very crucial. Short and jams and very important runs for Wanuja Sahan. And
Second one. This is good running. This is good game of Wickley. Crossing over double.
they misjudged it. The reverse sweep comes out. Wanuja Stadium for Sri Lanka. That's a fabulous shot.
Wonders in Sri Lanka cricket coming into place in the perfect time. 3 deliveries, and he is another cape
Brilliant. Oh,
fielder. Had no chance. with the help of
That point. For a moment, he just paused.
the tables. That was delicate touch, played it
Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what the fielder was doing at
to get another boundary. So 11 runs in this over, been expensive.
that single over, really changing.
This is the second spell for him. Oh, another quick single. Since Jasahan came in, it allowed.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Shagging. Goes short square. They'll come back for a second run. Vanu himself out there in the middle. It has been a great. That was a pinch. Not short enough for that. Now, nicely placed for us. 17 runs required of the last 18 deliveries. Looking
So far, so good. It's a runner ball game for them. A short ball, pulled hard. Job at deep square leg. Well, since it's
stopping those extra runs, because at the latter part of the innings. Oh, beautiful delivery. Hitcut has fallen at a very crucial time.
was really surprised with it, and then off the bat, Baka Saranarachige, valuable knock, 74 runs off 7.
Pressure, handling the pressure at this stage, it's going to be once again he hits the, no matter how much the game evolves,
the much needed wicket off the,
especially at the latter part of the game, when you feel he nails it again. What the doctor would order at this stage for the Sri Lankan batters. Beautifully works it. Looking. This is absolutely good running. Look at the camp. This is good. They might look for a crucial couple of runs coming for the Sri Lankan team.